Good day, everybody. It's Max, and welcome to Satisfactory Update 8 on the 2100-hour map. You betcha. Oh, gee whiz. And in today's episode, hey, we have some oil to start working on. Now that the turbo motor factory is kind of working, there's a lot more that needs to be done to get them final parts made and all the things. We need more rubber, we need more plastic, and that means oil field 1, oil field 2, all these oil fields have got to be repaired. Now, oil field 1 already is partially working, but needs so much more work. So that is where we're going to be spending some time today, you bet. Before we get started, of course, a big thanks to all recent subscribers as their names were scrolling at the bottom of the screen, but now I see Steam Elements has decided to kick the bucket. Whatever. We'll just ignore that. And, of course, the live chat, including Mr. Johnson. Yes, I'm trying to get, for 20 days, it rained here. 20 days. The most rain we've had since like 1994. Okay? Now, the last 4 days have been a heat wave here. It's like 30 degrees Celsius. I don't know. That's got to be some crazy 90s something in Fahrenheit. And it's just been extremely hot. And I'm trying to get stuff to go away with and starting that vacation. And I'm exhausted, I'm tired, I'm wore out, and so behind on so many things. So, it is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is, people. So with that, and of course, I want to thank all those who view in all the time zones. See, I'm very tired and exhausted and medicated and a bunch of it's crazy. It's just crazy. You know what, Max? You should just maybe push the button. Okay, push the button. Hey, look at that. There's us. There's some green boxes. So, yeah, right around 90 up. So, with that, we got some green boxes. Of course, the turbo factory is green. Now, in the future, it's going to be expanded on. So, we are going to build supercomputers here as well. But for now, what is here is working. And that's great. The copper field that is beside it is working. Great. This base here that the car is sitting in is working. The supply base is great. And in fact, even supplies us those crazy fused frames. And of course, the power node station in the back. And there's a video that comes out while I'm on vacation showing me repairing the copper line to give them 2 little boxes of green. Just for, because you got to have entertainment while I'm away, right? But we are moving to the left side of the map today, people. That's right. Learn how to drive the car, Max. Okay. Moving to the left side of the map today, people, as there's a yellow box over here. And this yellow box, where's my mouse? There it is. This yellow box over here on the left is oil field 1, and it needs to be worked on. So, now I will clear the screen. Boom, like that. There we are. So we're going to head on over that way. I don't know if I need supplies. I can't. It's been about a day and a half since, it's probably been almost 2 days since I've played, which has been pretty weird. I've played almost a little bit every day. Just to try and make progress, but like I said, the last 4 days have been just it's so hot here all of a sudden. It's like all that water is just being sucked up into the atmosphere, and it feels like you're walking around in a constant wet blanket of ugh. And it's now, I mean, when you live near the ocean like I do, humidity is a thing. Right? So on really hot days, humidity is a thing, but we've just had so much rain over them last 6 weeks that, or whatever, 5 weeks, that it just feels like, it's been stifling. There's a word. That's a fancy word. Stifling. So yeah, it's been pretty crazy, and we're going to I'm just like, and the worst part is that it really aggravates my IBS. It aggravates my eating in general, right? So, you just kind of struggle, and you feel weak all the time when there's this much heat around. it just makes it a little more unpleasant. I hate winter. I hate the winter time. But my body likes the wintertime more because the cooler temperatures do tend to work better for my physical body. Mentally, my mind hates winter with a passion. Now, summertime, my mind loves summertime. It thinks it's the best. But, yeah, my body hates summertime, hates the heat. Julian, what's up? I hope it's all good in the neighborhood. You betcha. That, from winning $400 in poker to the new job starting here shortly. Oh, you really messed that up. Oh, and the train's here. Where is the train? Oh, holy smokes! You almost bit the big one on that one, dude. I do have AC, 3 of them, and they're all running. It is my only protection from total disaster. I do have air conditioning. I have lots of air conditioning, and it is running. But at the same time, it's just, you got it. Again, I've been trying to, that was a close one. You got to try and get some stuff done. Like I am trying to get ready to go away here for a few days. And, so you've got to go outside at some point in time. Okay, so let's talk about the changes into Oilfield 1. Now that we're driving up here, so this platform is now extended a little bit. I've also extended the ramping up into Oilfield 1, extended the tracks. Trust me, I don't have one. Oh, girl, I feel so bad for you. I really do. I'll tell you. I know I wouldn't make it. I don't think I could make it. I'd have to have AC. Just have to have it. I'd be too sick. Yeah, so we got this new ramp that drives up into Oilfield 1. You'll notice that we've got future track work getting ready to come up in Oilfield 1. Oilfield 1 at the moment does have a fully functional plastic and rubber facility. So this is plastic. That one down there is rubber. Each of them produces 960? I think each of them produces 960 plastic and rubber a minute. But we need more. We need so much more. So when you need more than one, you make it again. Oh yeah, that's what all this is, people. That's what all this is. Today we are going to try to get another one online. Am I going to be successful? Don't know, but I'm not going to push myself too hard. Again, I am kind of lightheaded, a little woozy from all the heat and stuff, so I am not going to push myself 100%. But at the same time, that doesn't mean we're not going to try. Gosh darn it! I do have to call up a bunch of drawings, though. This is quite the complex build. This build isn't like something you just pull out of a hat, right? So if I go here to my Satisfactory directory. And I come down here to the cool drawings that I have. Let's hope that I've got all the drawings I need. What is that? Oh, okay, that's that silly thing. Yeah. Let's open all these and see what I got. Okay. So let's go here. Sure, he says. We'll start with that. I'm in the UK, so the summer's like 1 week long, and it's already passed. The rainy season has already started. I know it's really tricky over in the UK. I know how that goes, right? But I mean, look at what happened last year, right? The crazy 40-degree days, right? That went on. Yeah, I know. I mean, AC without being down there, dude. I mean, summer starts in May, ends in late October. Late October, you bet. You got to have AC. You just got to have it. Anyway, nevertheless, yeah, I must admit, I don't know how I'd make it. So you got to hook up a bunch of stuff here, Max. Where do you want to start? Well, you want to start here? Where's the oil at? Where are you going to get the oil from? I don't know. Maybe that's what we should be talking about first instead of you walking back and forth here like you know what you're doing. All right. Lives down in the great state of Tennessee, I believe. All right, let's see where there's oil at. Oil that I'm not using is the question. I believe we're using... Which ones are we using? Well, I know I'm using that one. And I believe it's this one I'm using? Well, let's go find out. Put that thing away. You're going to hurt yourself with it. Just put that away. I don't know. I don't think this one's being used. I mean, it looks like it wants to be used, but I don't think it is being used. Yeah. Oof. Holy smokes. It's definitely cranked up. 300 meters per minute. Well, it's definitely, really? Is this, oh no, its target is 300 a minute. That's good for me. That's what we want. Is this one being used? No, this one is not being used. Okay, so I know this one over here is the one that's going on. Jamie, what's up? I hope it's all good in the neighborhood. You betcha. The plan for today is for me not to pull out my hair and try and get some oil working. I'm just trying to figure out which oils I have working. Because, you know, it's kind of always a mystery of what I got working. Oh, no. I know, you guys want to shoot me. Listen, just leave me alone. Whoa. So you're pumping, right? Yep, you're pumping 300 a minute. All right, you're not working. I'm assuming it's this one over here that's working. There's only 4 oil wells here, right? Yes, you're the other one that's working. What are you doing? There's all kinds of creatures here. Holy smokes. 451. You probably would go to 600. I could probably split you in half, but we're not going to worry about that. We will take it from this guy over here. All right. All right. You got to come up. Yeah, come on. Get up there. There we go. I don't know why I have a hole there. Okay. Let's see. This is all good stuff. Yeah, we don't want any of that. There's a hole here, but I think I'm going to take it from the other end. Florida is further south, and a little bit to the east. That is correct. Yep. And Florida is just Florida. Florida is Florida. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. I don't know how to quite qualify Florida. Sometimes Florida is just Florida, and you know what can you say after that? Not much. Not much really. Okay, are you gonna run this as a single pipe or what? Yeah, I am. All right, and we're gonna take this piece out. Okay. Is this gonna be a good idea? Probably not. Oh, you got a container there. Let's see if we can get rid of the container before you go somewhere else. Yeah, take there. Yeah, get rid of that. Open container. Can you take those 2? I'll throw the 2. Throw that away. All right. So let's get this oil that's down here into here. Okay, so the oil's over there. Sure, he says. This is fine, he says. Yep. Okay, guys, we're going for a walk. Yep. You realize you're just creating crates everywhere, right? I'm sure you are. You just literally, you just disabled a whole bunch of stuff. Are you telling me there's no crates formed on that? Yeah, there's a crate right there, dude. What are you making here? Yeah, bad. Listen. Yeah, let's go. Let's just do some upgrades here, people. Upgrades. Okay. You'll have to figure out all the boxes you've left floating around here. So let's... No. Give me the box. No, give me the box. Okay, cool. Now that we've had that discussion in life, you're ready to go, right, big guy? No power. Well, we can get... What do you mean there's no power? There's a power pole right there. Okay, there's no power hooked to it. Really? There's a power line that runs all the way up there. All right, well, we'll look into that in a second. We don't want that to turn on anyway. Well, there's a power line here that's kind of useless and dumb. Now, it is getting dark at the moment. That's a little unfortunate that I'm working underground with this at this point in time. Oh, there's a box. Look, see? Yeah, open the box. Yep, throw that out. So, what do you want to do here, Max? Well, it turns out there's like a bunch of stuff here, but that's way too far over. It would be way better if you just did it here. All right, let's see if I can't make something here happen. So let's see. This is a bad 10 minutes to start out with, right? Where's the hole? Where's the hole in the ceiling? There it is. Okay. So that's the hole in the ceiling. This is all in the way, is the problem. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, 9 it is. Okay. Wow. You're stuck in the middle of a bunch of goop. Do you think that flashlight works? Look at that. That flashlight does work. Okay. Well, I'll take that. I mean, it's kind of dumb, but right now, I'll use it. How far out here can you travel, big guy? Okay, so that's your limit, is it? All right. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no, that's gonna get in the way, isn't it? Yep. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sure. Take these ones back. I suck it up, Buttercup. I do, Nightbot, I do, but I don't have to like it. Yeah, I know, right? Nightbot can stick it. Let me tell you. He's all happy. He gets fan-cooled. Fan-cooled, liquid-cooled, all the cooling. He's getting cooled, all right? He's not having to suffer like us. So, I don't really care what he thinks. Really? Now, I know there's like different modes here. Noodle, horizontal to vertical. Yeah, I guess we're not going to get exactly what I want. Well, I mean, that kind of will give me what I want. And then if I do this, yeah, that'll do it. We'll take that. I'm just trying to keep this pipe off the ground so I can use it. Use it later for things. So now we need... And I mean, this is all underground. No one ever sees this stuff. I mean, that's the way this works, people. You never see what's underground, right? Nobody ever cares about what's underground. 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, darn it. Did you lie to me? No, there's just... Yeah, no, you didn't lie to me. It's just the way it worked out. Darn it. All right. Well, it is what it is. You got to get this thing up there, so let's just make this happen. Good. What are you colliding through? A piece of that concrete? Give it up. So... I probably didn't need to take that all out. What's going on here, left hand? Look, I know it's hot, left hand. I know it's hot. I know it's sticky. I know it's a lot of things. And it is somewhat painful. What the? Oh, darn it. Right. Yeah, I'm going to need to do this. Where at? Sure, he says. Somewhere's around there, he says. Okay. And then right about here. And then you need to go up there, dude. Okay. Now, you're gonna need we're gonna need a couple pumps for this. So Mark II pumps. Logistics. Pumping Mark II. Right? You're going to go all the way up there. Boom. That's right. Yes. Yes, you're going to go all the way up there. Awesome. Okay, let's give you a power line. You know, the thing that isn't working here at the moment. We'll give you a power line, and then I'll try to fix a power line to make it work, to actually make something work here. Okay, well, if you're not working, and you're not working, what were you... All right, you know what? I'm just going to do it this way. All right, I need you to hook into this thing. I know there's a working power line over here somewhere, because there's 2 pumps down here running. There you go. Look at that. That's pumping, people. That's right. You do the pumping of the things. That's right. Do that. That means that pump's going to work all the way up to there. Now, this is where you're going to need that other Mark II pump, though. No, not that way. Don't be silly. All these boxes have to be cleaned up one day. Boom. We'll stick that right about there somewhere. And then I'm going to take you. Put you down here. Okay. And plug you into there. All right. Excellent. Hey, guess what? We now have oil. Well, let's just say this was a very sidelined compilation of madness to hopefully much this day. I just got an ad. You just got an ad. I never run ads during the midstream. Like, how did you get an ad? That's weird. And I didn't start today, unless YouTube did something. Now, I mean, YouTube changes things all the time, right? But I was pretty sure when I set up the stream settings today, there was no mystery meat or anything like that. Like, there was no surprises expected. It was like, yeah, well, you set up the stuff and the settings and the things, and it's like, oh, okay, we're good. Okay. Yeah, come on, let's go. Okay, good. The sun's coming up. Makes it a beautiful day. We're going to get lots of things accomplished. It's going to be awesome. Okay, and number 10. Excellent. Now, we'll get you into there. Let's go. Okay. Yep, do that. Alright, so all that sweet, sweet crude is going to come up here and get plugged into this. Noko, what's up? I hope it's all good in the neighborhood. I had no idea. I skipped it quickly. Yeah, I was gonna say I've never. Now, I'm sure there's like an option like on other streaming platforms where you can like trigger it to run a mid-roll ad or whatever. But I don't. I've never set that up. Right. I just let it run at the start and all the things. And if people want to support me, they'll watch the ad, and they just want to watch me and not support me. I guess that's that's whatever it is. You know, I'm fine. My feelings aren't hurt. It's perfectly okay. Whatever. So anyway, yeah. But I've never tried to run one mid-run. Not with, like, if I was ever going to do that, I would let everybody know that, you know, like, starting on this date, blah 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 blah. You know, ads. There may be some mid-roll ads just so as I can pay the light bill or something if things become really bad, right? Okay. Now, what are we doing with this? Well, we're taking that oil. And instead of turning it into, like, good stuff, we're turning it into bad stuff. What? I know, right? You're going to take all that oil and turn it into junk. Yeah, that's what we're doing. All right. So let's swing around the back and have a look at the junk that we're about to create. All right, please tell me I've got this made. Yeah, so we're going to take this nice fresh oil and we're going to turn it into oil residue and polymer resin. You're like, why? Because it turns out you can take junky oil and get even more oil out of it, right? So we're going to take our 300 oil and turn it into 300 junky oil, and then turn that into like 600 good fuel oil, right? It's game mechanics is awesome. I love game mechanics. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let's go with 6. I love game mechanics sometimes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Works for me. Please tell me you'll reach. Conveyor belt is too long. Oh, come on. It's only too long by like a peep. Really? Alright, fine. Too long. I'll give you some too long. Is that where you want that? Yeah. Alright. Okay. Try again. Do that, do that, do this, do that. Alright, there we go. So, these guys are going to make my junky oil and my polymer resin. These guys... Now, what are you going to do with polymer resin, Max? Well, these guys are going to take my polymer resin and we're going to make some leftover plastic. Because you can do that with polymer resin, it turns out. Okay, yeah. So, to get that 900 and some plastic a minute, about 100 of it comes from here. I think 108 of it. I've never really kept count. Okay, so let's have a look at these machines. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to take that polymer resin and a little bit of water, and we're going to shove it into these machines and get a little plastic, a little bonus plastic out of it. Let's call it bonus plastic. I like that. I like bonus. Everybody likes bonuses, right? I mean, who doesn't like a bonus? I mean, you know, come on. Listen, I really don't want to. Just let me do what I want here. All right. Okay. Please be long enough. Please let me do this. Are you gonna let me do this? You probably won't let me do this, but you might let me do this. Okay. Sure, he says. That is probably not going to work out good for you, so let's do it there. Okay, so let's see how bad it is. We're going to take that one there. Is it straight? Is it straight? Is it straight? No, it is not. You need to bring it out one more. I knew it. Gosh darn it. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Means we're cutting it really close to this splitter, dude. Actually, I think it's a merger, but it doesn't matter. We're cutting it close. All right, here we go. We're good. All right, you do that. Okay. Now, this is just for water, right? Nice and easy. Easy peasy. Nothing crazy. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. And there's 5. Nice. And you'll notice here, what's this? Yeah, magical water coming from magical places. I'll tell you right now, it's magical, people. It's what it is. I'll show you the magic. Look what I've been doing off camera. Yeah, putting in a lot of water. You bet. Because we need it. So that way it doesn't slow us down on our build today. So we got magical water coming in. It's going to be awesome. I love magical water. It's very important to have magical water. Come on, give me this pole. Are you not going to give me the pole? I was going to say, give me this pole, dude. Yeah, I need you to give me this pole so I can run it over here. Where do you want to run the power lines for this, dude? Yeah. Let's run them down here. Okay. Let's try not to get in the way of other things. Sure, he says. Okay, who wants water first? Yay, me. Me. Okay, yep, there we go. Everybody, send me some water, would you? I hope that plugged in all the lines, right? The other thing I gotta watch out for is, you know, we'll have to watch out for how much stuff. Are you guys like doing water now? I'm assuming you guys are doing water, right? Oh, I see things spinning down here. Spinning, spinning. Spinning is good. Yep. Let's go. Yep. I want water pressure, people. Make this happen. And don't tell me you can't push it uphill, because that means you're a wussy. This is only a little hill. Don't be giving me a hard time. That's right. Spin these suckers right up. Let's go. Right? Wait. There's a little bit coming out of... Dude. Yeah. Spin faster. Yeah. What are you doing? Yeah. Like, let's do this. Yeah. You're full. Okay. What are you doing now? Really? You really don't want to give me that hard... You just really want to give me a hard time on that, do you? I mean, I got no problem putting in pumps down here. I'm very disappointed in you guys. Very disappointed. Yep. I got no problem putting in pumps. I just want to say how disappointed I am in you guys, and about how, like, this should not even be a thing. Okay. There you go. Are y'all happy now? You know, weaklings. Okay. Yeah. Plug that sucker in. What the heck are you doing here? Listen. Give me that. Plug it in there. Yes. That's a green light, people. What do you think of me now? What do you think of me? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, don't you give me a hard time. What do you think? Yup. And of course there's a pump here, so you should love me. Okay, the third one doesn't love me, but I don't need to deal with that one just yet. Wait a minute. What's going on here? Why do I got one guy backwards? Why is this guy backwards? Why do I have a bad feeling about this guy? No. Yeah, that way. Okay. Yeah, take him. Okay. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? It helps when you're running the right way. Whatever. It's fine. Mid-roll ads, I suppose, to give you bathroom breaks. Yeah, I guess. Do you know what the difference is between me watching 5 seconds versus a full minute ad? No, I don't. I haven't got a clue. I haven't got a clue. I really haven't done a lot with the whole ad thing. Yes, I mean, you know, you get 1,000 subscribers, you get ads, right? YouTube loves you, right? So then they'll allow you to do things. But I must admit, I've not really put a lot of focus into how the ad revenue side of things work. And, I mean, YouTube tortures me all the time. I mean, let's be perfectly clear. Oh, YouTube all the time asks me, hey, you should do this, you should do that, you should do these things, because YouTube really, really wants me to do stuff. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm just not in the mood. And then that's about it. But one day I I say one day, it's probably going to take like 1 month to figure out all the different options and all the different craziness, and I just don't look forward to it. And right now, as a hobby, it's kind of just that. It's a hobby, right? So it doesn't need my full attention at the moment, though I'm sure it would help to get my full attention. Maybe one day it will get my full attention, but it's not going to be today. We'll do that. Okay, when these guys get power, they're going to love me. All right, these two are good to go. Oh yeah, YouTube definitely wants to monetize me, right? But what benefit is it to me? I mean, I only got, 3,000 subscribers, right? A constant couple of hundred people watch my videos. I'm not really going to making a big difference right now. I mean, if YouTube were to promote the bejeebers out of me and, took it to the next level, well, then maybe I would think about it more. But, yeah, I'm not going to think about it that much. Okay. So, this row is almost done. then it's on to the next 3 rows. Yep. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 5. Okay. And then, where's this one going? I mean, there's another 5 machines here, so that's not the question. The question is do I go to the left or the right with this pipe? Where is the machines? Really? We're really close to where we gotta go with these things, dude. I guess we're going this way. So... yeah, let's do it like this. Because that's for the water, and then this will be for these guys. Alright, so 7. Which means you gotta actually move these guys in, because I thought these guys were coming out more. Alright, there we go. We're fine. Okay, and do that. Do all the things. And boop. Okay, run you down here, and I gotta catch this guy. Right. So, where are you? Really? You're gonna give me that hard of a time, are you? I mean, I'm okay with that. I mean, I can put it over here. Whatever. Whatever. I guess it really doesn't matter. I guess we'll just do it that way. Okay, 3 and then 4. I mean, I do try to make it look pretty, but I am okay with the occasional output being a little goofy. It's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine, people. Don't be mad. All right, there we go. So there's our 5 there. There's our 5 here, and that basically does this row. Okay, nice. Now, do you want to power this up and let it start backlogging? Probably should. Okay. Now, the nice part about this just backlogging is that it'll make it a little easier later to kind of jumpstart this sucker, because it's already going to have a hard time, right? So, yep. Yep. Put that there. Put that there. Okay. And 4 and 5. Now, let's see. Do you want to start hooking these up here first? All right. We'll hook you in, and then we'll hook you in. We'll hook you in. I gotta be a little careful here again because I'm kinda gotta be a little careful. Let's see. You want to take this across the way? I probably should. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so like you're literally just gonna like let's just do this over here, dude. Okay, there's 1. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. Sure, he says. Okay, let's get you back on here. We'll use this pipe to save me a little bit of headache. And then I'll stare at chat to see what it is I'm missing in life. Because, I mean, it's all intense, people. It's all really intense. Let me tell you. It gets, I mean, this is a big... These, the oil and aluminum builds are, well, okay, I actually did look at the aluminum build the other day, and it is still not as big as the oil build. I mean, the oil build is the build. Like, when you are working with oil, it's the big build of all time, right? Yes, you can put down, 400, constructors or whatever, but the intricacies of making oil work is pretty intense. It is, I would say, it is the most intense part of the game. Yes, nuclear is big, but I wouldn't call it as complicated as oil. That's for sure. Bus trip's over. Catch you in the office. You bet. I know how it is. Yeah, 10 million subs and I can go full time, right? Yeah, in the gaming space, that's the way it works, dude. I mean, if I wanted to open a political channel, it's perfectly fine. I can get 100 subs in a week, and then, you know, I could go full time with that. It'd be awesome. But anyway, nevertheless, let's just leave that for another time. So, next row, water is first. Water is up. These all take water, and they take a lot of it. So let's get water hooked away and sorted out. And that is why down here we have 3 more pipes coming out of the ground. Okay, and that is going to be 1 for you, and 1 for you, and 1 for you. All right, now, this guy is making bottled water, right? Yes, he is. Good job. Again, I try to save us some time off camera by, like, setting some of this up. And of course, that is exactly what we're doing here. But at the same time, I got to double check to make sure that they're all set up. Just because it's bad if they're not. Another thing we got to do, which I have to do right now and set it aside, is start making 2 boxes of containers. So that is good. I need 2 boxes of containers. So, 2 boxes. Organization. 2 boxes. Yep. You need 2 boxes of containers. And we're going to need a couple of constructors for that. Please tell me I have the stuff. Yes, we do. Okay, there's 1. How fast do you want to try and make these? Do you want to try and do like 4 of them? Okay. So let's go 4 constructors. Hopefully these aren't going to be in my way. I say that, but they're probably going to be in my way. Let's just accept that. Okay, I'm going to sneeze. Okay, or not. I am going to sneeze, but I'm not going to sneeze. It's perfectly fine. I'm okay with that. So what are we doing with these? This is temporary, so that's why I'm setting these up now. All the way at the bottom, empty canister, copy. Thank you. You want plastic, right? A lot of plastic? Yep. Okay, paste. And paste. And paste. Yep, thank you. Turns out I make a bucket load of plastic here already. You bet. And we're gonna borrow some of that. You betcha. Now, which way are we gonna borrow it? Right now, it all goes to a single place, and that's this way. Right now, I'm gonna take this line, and this is gonna be ugly as sin. But that's fine. I am okay with this. Actually, I can take these guys. Can I? I think so. I think you can take these guys and go run with them. Alright. Take these guys. Take these guys. These are direct lines. These are direct right from the factory lines. So we can take that. Come over here. Take you. Come over this way. Okay. Up here. And again, this is very temporary, right? Yep, you're going to need some splitters. So, do. Okay, there's one. And there's 2. And there's 3. And the 4th one doesn't matter. And we're going to take this thing. We're going to shove it in here. That. Do this. Okay. You got to put 4 mergers on the front of these things. Okay. The other thing is you got to get them some power. Gosh darn it. Let's run the power lines back here temporarily because these are all just temporary hookups anyway. Okay. I was gonna say, who did I miss? That guy. I missed a guy. I missed that guy. Darn it. All right, that's fine. Plug them into there. Okay, you are gonna make me some plastic jugs, people. Do that. 9. Do that and do that temporarily. Hopefully you guys won't be in my way too badly. Slam that in there. Slam that in there. Slam that in there. Oh, give me a break. All right, great. You just put a bunch of jugs into your inventory. You didn't need those. Okay, you'll fix that in a second. My nose really wants to sneeze, but it's kind of like yes, no, maybe so. I don't know. Okay, where'd you put them empty jugs at? There they are. Found them. All right, you guys just do jug things. Do jugs for me, would you? Okay, cool. All right. While they're working on the jugs, we're working on this. Do. Yep. And now, how many water do you want? You want 60. 300. That's 5 machines per line. He says. Okay. Sure. He says. All right. That's 1, 2. That's 3. That's 4. You're not gonna give me the cool line. There you go. That's 5. Okay. So that's 1. There's 2. There's 3. There's 3. That sounded a little high pitch there, Max. You all right? Well, not really. I gotta sneeze really bad. But I can't seem to get it. I can't seem to get the geared. I can't get my nose to gear up to do the sneeze. It's kind of not. It's not working. It's not working for me. Okay. There's 1. You're not gonna give me. You're not gonna give me the. Yeah. There we go. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. All right. Cool. All right. Let's hook these guys in. Wow. Thanks, left hand. What did you push there? You know what? I don't even want to know what you did. Just as long as we can fix it and move on with life, people. Okay. Okay, so now here we got the piping coming in. And then we'll have a quick look at how we're doing so far. You go in there. It's going like that. Life is so good. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. So these guys, you guys are running, right? Well, you were running, but you're not running now because the pipe's full. So these were running. That's great. They were turning that wonderful oil into junky oil. Worst oil you can have. Oil residue. It's terrible, but that's fine. And the other thing was, because it wasn't bad enough, we also had leftover polymer that we would just throw away, which of course we are now taking down and shoving into those machines for a little free plastic. And I like free plastic. Free is good, right? I like free plastic. Are you not working? You're not getting me water? Why not? The water's right there, dude. Dude, like, Oh, did I plug them in on the outbounds? Oh, gee whiz. Max, why did you do that? I don't know. Listen, we gotta fix that. Yeah, that isn't gonna work, dude. I mean, it looked great, but gosh darn it. Just do this on the front, you'll be fine. It's a good thing you catch this now. You gotta catch this stuff now, dude. Yeah, well. Okay, sure, he says. So, attempt number 2 out here. It's perfectly fine. Okay, so where did I put that one? We're gonna run down here, and of course you got this big honking thing here. I'm just gonna ignore that. I'm just gonna ignore that. 1, 2. Okay. That's what I'm all about. I'm just about ignoring. Sometimes you just gotta kind of, you know, pretend things don't happen. Okay, let's try there. You know, is that gonna work for me? Sure it is. There we go. Put that down there. Okay, now we're gonna put these on the right side of history. And I don't know about history, but we're gonna put them on the right side of these machines. There we go. So as I can get my free plastic. I need this free plastic for recycle, people. It's important. Okay. This free recycling plastic is going to come in handy a little later. Look at that. There we go. Okay. Do this, do that. And number 5. Done. Okay, you can take these out. There's my free plastic. Nice. Okay, but free plastic is not enough plastic. So we now have our water machines, at least, well, they're going to accept water as soon as I put power into them. But what are we going to do with them? We are going to stick that water in here. You see, these want heavy oil residue, but we also need water for them. And the problem is that these guys only got one input, right? So I've got to I got to take water, put it into packages, so I can put the package water in here, so I can use the pipe input for the heavy oil residue. Yep, that's a thing. That's a thing, people. All right, so now, do you want to do I'm going to do the pipe work first, just because it's a little easier to run back and forth. And then, because once you get all the belt work down, it gets harder to run back and forth all the time, right? Okay. You know, I'm going to leave them disconnected for the moment. Let's just get these guys run down here for the moment. I forget how many of these guys there are. I think there's 12, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay, you're bouncing. 1, 2, 3. There's 3. There's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, he says. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. And then you got to do a little bit of a tricky valve situation here. Take you the rest of the way down there. Okay. Because these guys want 30 a minute. We go over here. 5 of these guys are putting out 40 a minute, right? So they've taken 30 of that sweet oil and turned it into 40 garbage oil, all right? And 5 40s, 5 times 40 is 200, okay? So we got 200. Each of these guys, right, wants 30 of that. I have 7 of them. That's 210, okay? But we only have 200 coming out. That isn't the biggest deal in the world. It just means one machine's going to be shorted every once in a while. Hey, welcome to reality, people. I believe we could take one of these machines and pair it back to like 95% or something like that, I think is the way it's done. We might handle that shortly. Yeah. I think that first machine is taken back to 90%. Okay, because if there's only 200 in the pipe and these guys want 210 of it, you can't have 210. So if I say 90, that is now 27. Why does that not seem right? I don't think 80 was right. 24? I don't think that's right either. 24 minutes. You got 200. You got 210. Yeah, you've only stopped it by 6. 369. I don't think 66 was right. 19.8. Right. 67? Really? Is that the way that one's supposed to work? 20.1? Okay, well, I mean, that's 20.1 out of 30. There's the 10 that we need. I'll leave it at that. And then the rest of it, see, the rest of it will go on to the other machines, right? All right, so let's just keep going here. Thank you. So we're gonna have a little combination game here. Like that. I remember that being a little tricky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right. If I take you out and I take you out, and then I do this little thing right like this, and I put this little funky topper on it like that, it's gonna be fine, people. It's gonna be fine. Yep. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this guy just gets a freebie into the machine. There we go. Done. That'll take care of that. In fact, you might as well just pipe these up while you're on your way down. We got to add a valve to this, otherwise it's going to go boom. Now, in the old days, of course, we didn't have valves, so we would do this with a pump, is how we would get around that problem. But nowadays, we don't. Nowadays, we just use a valve, of course. It's funny, because when you go look at the two factories that are already there, they're like old. Like, not only are they using pumps for fluid direction, but packagers didn't exist, so refineries are actually doing the jobs of packagers on them first two factories, which are still working, and as long as I don't touch them, they will continue to work that way forever. It was a holdover that Coffee Stain Studios did when they introduced packagers. Okay, so you're gonna come up with packaged fuel out the front. This is where we do this. Sure, he says. And then comes up 1, and then goes down 1. Sure. I mean, this is entertainment for me. Okay. Up 1, and down 1. Okay. Up 1. Now I'm doing the front of these first, just because doing the back side is going to be a real pain in the butt. I'm just saving that. I'm just saving that pain for the moment. Okay. We haven't even gotten to the hard stuff yet, and that's going to be the next row. The next row. So much pain. Okay. All right. Looks good. And again, do I need to move these up like this? No. I could just drag this straight from here to here. This is actually one of the easy. This is probably the easiest hookup. The only reason I'm doing this is so I can do what I'm doing right now, which is run underneath it if I need to, right? It won't be enough to get the car underneath it, but at least if I need to run underneath it for some reason, one end to the other, you know, then I can do so without having to fly over the whole stupid thing half the time. Yeah, come on, get up there, dude. Excellent. Up one, down one. Oh, okay, whoosh. I was gonna say, wait a minute. Are we missing one? Nope, we're not missing one. We got 2 machines left. We got 2 refineries left. Done. Awesome. Stand up here and look at your handiwork there, Max. You betcha. Okay. Gee, what's up? I hope it's all good in the neighborhood. Got any tips for a beginner? Let's see. Well, I mean, I could give you tips like, you know, some really cool tricks. But I would say for tips, I would say try not to go big scale on their first build, right? In fact, if I were to call up the map, your first build. In fact, we'll go back to the base here soon enough, and like I have this starter base, right? And this starter base covers all the components right up to heavy metal frames. Now that starter base, true, it doesn't have oil in it, right? But that doesn't matter. And it doesn't have anything with nitrogen liquids, but that's all high-end stuff anyway. But I would have a nice starter base, and I would have it running on coal power and on its own little world, and do that. That allows you to get the good mechanics down. It allows you to work through the tiers and the elevator, probably up to almost stage 3. And overall, just after that, then start working about the big builds, right? Like doing big turbo motor builds. Well, all right, after you do your starter base, the next thing you're going to have to deal with is oil, specifically plastic and rubber. And then you've got to deal with aluminum. And then you've got to deal with the high-end parts. With that, the other thing would be power. Power is what's going to be against you all the time. So until you get to nuclear, you're probably going to be using this oil field for oil power, and you're probably going to be using oil field number 2, or the purple forest, or they call it the blue crater lake forest. You're probably going to use that for your oil for doing plastic and rubber. And this oil field you're probably going to use for actual power, right? Now, I haven't had that power running in a long time, probably over 1,500 hours. I haven't used fuel generators in a long time, and I don't even have the parts on me to build one, so I can't even show it to you. But this is where you would probably run a lot of these generators, because the 4 oil nodes here are really nice. So yeah, tips, starter base. And in fact, let me switch the map over. Do this. There we go. So if we're looking on the map, you should push the H button. Put a bomb in your hand. Okay, right above the bomb, right above the bomb is this green box. That is my turbo motors factory, but right above that there's another green box on its side, and that is my starter factory. That's my starter factory, and right above that is a little green box, and that's where all my coal power comes from. So the starter factory coal power allows you to get up the heavy metal frames. It allows you to get a good base running. And then, of course, you're going to come over here. Over here is the yellow box on the left side of the map. This is oil field number 1, and it's probably the best to do upgraded power, like oil power. And then, of course, you're going to have to deal with oil field number 2. This is the red box that you'll see on the right, just of these green boxes. And unfortunately, oil field number 2 has got a lot of nasty monsters, so you're going to have to be working on your weapon upgrades. Never hurts to have a few explosives in hand, you know. Always good to have a few explosives in hand. And then, of course, then you're going to have to work on nuclear power. That is what I have over on the far right of the map. And, of course, just go with that, right? I mean, there's all kinds of nice little tips. One of my favorite tips that I like to give people is, and people run into this a lot, so here's my favorite tip that I will probably give you as a side tip. So you'll see it right here. A lot of people, when they're running their power lines, will run them down here, right? So we'll put down a power line, right? So people, when they're running their power lines, they'll like put them down here, right? Something like this, right? And then chances are they're going to run the power lines to machines and whatever. Now, the only thing is that if you're working with a lot of, like, if space can be a premium at times, oh yeah, the map? Oh yes, I will. Sorry, my bad. My bad. I tend to forget that sometimes. There we go. So you'll be running power lines like this down a platform or whatever, and this can take up room on your platform. But what you can do is put a power line down on a piece of concrete. Then take a power line, and this is number 2. What you do is you take the power line, not the power pole, and once you have a piece on a concrete, it considers all future power poles to be on concrete, so it doesn't know the difference. Now you can take these power poles and you can stick them wherever you want, like this, right? And the nice part is that power poles on top of things are out of the way, right? Like now they're not in your way. This is wasted space, right? So you might as well, if you're going to waste space, well, you might as well use something with that space. So you'll notice a lot of my factory, I'll run power poles on top of my splitters and mergers, just because why run them down here? This is wasting space down here. That's probably my biggest trick in the whole thing, is running power poles on top of top of things, because power poles, I mean, power is your big cripple in this game all the time, right? And power lines and power poles are a really big cripple. They take up a lot of space. So yeah, that would be my snide trick, I guess, is the way I would do that. All right, I got some oil to keep building here because time ticks, and big oil builds do big oil things. You bet. It is probably my favorite tip. I love that tip. It keeps your power lines out of the way, right? Now you don't have to worry about like power lines getting intermixed with all your stuff, and yeah, it just saves you a lot of hassle, I think, anyway. Let's see how we're doing with our empty boxes. How you guys doing down here, guys? 2,600. Well, that's a fair amount. You're doing good too. You know what? You guys just keep right on going. You guys are doing a good job. So these are supposed to be converting that gas back into pipe and empty canisters, and that's what these are doing. In fact, if we stand back here, this would be, in oil build terms, this first row over here, okay, is phase 1. This is phase 1 of your oil build. That's when you're taking the oil and you're turning it into junky oil, and you're taking the resin and turning it into extra plastic. Phase 2 of your oil build is 3 rows. You've got a packager of water. You've got this refiner, which then takes that water and your junky oil and turns it into gas. And then you've got a 3rd row, which takes that gas and takes it out of the package and puts it into pipelines. So this is phase 2 of your oil build, and that's basically taking our junky oil and turning it into really high-end gas. That's what we're doing. Right, and that's what a lot of people do, right? A lot of people either place them in between the machines, or they always place them in the corners or whatever. But the nice part is that if you're really looking to squeeze space out of stuff, right? Because space is always a premium. If you're looking to squeeze space out of them, I find doing that power line trick is really nice. Okay, we now need to run a bunch of lines here, and I'm gonna hate it. I'm gonna hate it. Okay, so packaged water. Same deal as on the other side. We want to do this little maneuver. Okay. And this will, once we turn this on, this will take care of phase 2 of the oil build. And then phase 3 is to take all that nice new gas that you've made, along with that junky oil and some of that leftover plastic, and then we're gonna make it do real special stuff. Okay, there we go. And you gotta do this 14 times, people. Welcome to reality. welcome to the pain. Can you feel the pain? Can you feel it? Feel the reality? You betcha. It is what it is. Yep. You just gotta go up and down and all around. And just think, we got a row of 20 machines coming up next, and the belt work on that. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. I just realized we're in trouble. We are about to run out of aluminum. You gotta go get some. Okay, let's go get some aluminum. Now, hopefully, I did bring a bunch of storage here before I started this build today. Look at all the storage I got here. Hopefully one of these has aluminum in it. Nope. I'm a little nervous. Nope. Yep. Okay, we're good. Whew. We're good. You know what's not good? You've got 62 metal plate left. That's not good. Okay. Do we have anything here? Okay. It's fine. That's reinforced iron plate. Oh, good. Whoosh. I was a little concerned. Put that away. Let's take 400 of that as well. We got concrete. You got enough plastic and enough stuff. All right, let's go. Okay. All right. So this is round 1. You guys are putting your water in, right, guys? We haven't hooked up the canisters yet, but I'm sure they'll be excited. Yikes. Okay, but now you got to actually plan for that, Max. So let's get the splitters out, I guess. Yep. One. Is that where that goes? Nope. There's 2. That would be 3. Why does that not look right? Now, the reason I'm being so cheap, if I can put it that way, is I got to run double sets of lines here. Yeah, like for these 14 machines, you actually have to run a double set of lines. So, even with Mark 5s, you can't. It won't be enough. Mark 5s won't cut it. No, you go right back there, mister, and you put that down. I think that's 7 there, right? Okay, let's have a look. You're off. Gee whiz. Okay. Listen, don't give me a hard time, dude. Okay. All right. There's your 7 there. Okay. There's 1. There's 2. Okay. There's 3. And there's approaching another. All right, that's fine. There's 4. Okay, this is gonna be 5. Yep, 5. Dude, what are you guys doing to me here? 5. What did I do there? Holy smokes, I got the count wrong big time. There's one. Okay. There's two. There's three. Holy smokes. There's four. Okay. That's five. That's six. That's seven. That's not... So, this is one, two... Okay, get this back out here. That's three. Come on, dude. Five. Six. And seven. Right? Alright, good. I was going to say I'm a little concerned about the counts. But that's fine. Yep. Can't see. I can't see. I can't see. Okay. What's going on there? This one is out of place. Yep. Stop it. Okay. Is that right? Is that wrong? I think that's wrong. Yeah, that stinks. Come on, dude. Put this in the right spot. Let's go. There you go. Oh, gee. Working with all this tight little space, sometimes it's a real pain. Okay, you gotta do this. You gotta do that. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. And you gotta do this. Alright. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then you need to come out here like this and turn that way. You can do it. There you go. And you come with me, mister. Yep. Let's go. And right to here. Okay, we have 2 boxes of containers just storing up for this purpose. They're not full yet, but they are getting there. And of course, what we're going to do is we're going to take these 2 containers and plug them into these 2 lines, and this is what's going to give us the incoming containers for these, right? Then what's going to happen is these are going to take the water, shove it into these machines, boop, like so, right? And make packaged fuel, right? But then the containers are going to come over here, right? Now the nice part is these use the water container that comes in here. It uses that same container to go out with, right? So that's kind of a good deal. Then that container comes over here and comes out here, but now we got to take the empty containers back. Yeah, that's a thing. So we're gonna let these guys keep filling up because they're not done yet. But now we got to start setting up the fuel lines for this side, and let me tell you, I need my yeah, the hump is just so as I can walk around, right? There are the weird sounds is Bean Plant, Mr. Beanie Creature, right? Where is he? where is he at the moment? Hey, Mr. Beanie Creature, where are you? All right, well, he's down here somewhere, and whatever. Anyway, Mr. Beanie Creature. Oh, gee. Listen, where are you? You stupid bugs. I hate them things. Never mind. Just pretend I didn't see them. Yeah, Mr. Beanie Plant, he was probably under... Okay, yeah, we're in trouble. Eat. Hey, Mr. Bugs, what are you doing? Yeah, I hear you. Oh, I hear you. Where you guys hanging out at? Huh? Where you guys at? Just spawn underneath the thing again, did you? Yeah. Take that, scumbag. Okay. Where you spawning at? Huh? Where's your spawn point? scum. Yeah. Oh, I know you're spawning somewhere secretive. Oh! Yeah, found ya. Okay. Hello. Yeah. Yeah, took care of that problem. Scumbag. Whiz. Oh, hello. Yeah, I didn't expect you guys. Listen, we'll play later, okay? I just had to take care of the fireflies. Yeah. Listen. Don't be jealous, or I will shoot you. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen to you. Guess what? Yeah, your friend better run. Yeah, guess what? No? You don't want to run? You don't want to run? You don't want to run? Yeah, you should have ran. Oh, too bad you're dead. Okay, a little side action for everybody. What was I doing again? Oh, yeah, oil building. All right, I got to get my drawing out for this. There's this part of the oil build is really, really tricky. Okay, so, yep. First 5 machines get their own line. Yay, us. That's the easy one. That's the easy one. Okay. Listen, you gotta do this, dude. Okay. 6. Yeah, first 5 machines get their own line. They're the easy ones because of things. You still haven't put a valve on that other line yet. Are you gonna go do that? Yes. Shortly. Okay, so that's the easy one. Now for the not so easy one. Alright. Okay. Now we're going to take this down here. Now this is a lot easier than it used to be. The math on... Before we had valves, the math on this was pretty wonky, right? But it's a lot easier with valves, I will say. Yeah, you actually aren't allowed to do that just yet, dude. Yeah, you knew better than that. Just a sec, though. Yes, you can do that, but not yet. So I need you to do. We need this. We need that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, you're in the wrong spot, dude. Actually, you're not in the wrong spot, but I need to do. I don't know if it can make it all the way with that. I think that's might be why I have that there. Just hold on a second. Okay, you come with me, mister. Yeah, you do that. Can you make it all the way to that guy down there? Yes, you can. Good. I don't need you. Okay, so that is going to be these 5, and then you've got 4 more here, right? These are all going to be going in the opposite direction, though. This is all going to get really wonky here, so let's hope I don't mess this up. Okay, what's up? Nothing. Nothing's up. That's what's up, my boss. You bet. All right, we got to slam that in there. Okay, slam that in there. Slam that in there. Okay, so that's going to be those 4 machines. Actually, it's going to be them 5 machines. Do I take the 5th one and slam it right in there like that? I guess I do. This is 3. And then this is 4. Yep, 4. Now, this machine here is the magical machine, but we'll talk about him in a minute. We'll talk about him in a minute, all right? This is why this guy here is very magical. He's got a superpower, but we're going to talk about him we'll talk about him shortly. Okay. Why would you do that? Is that okay? I see why he did it. All right, yeah, because that's going to go out there and come around to these 9 machines, but we'll talk about those in a minute. Sure, he says. Okay, there's that. There's that. There's that. There's that. Okay. Now for the magical pipe machine here, which isn't so bad anymore. Like I said, with valves, this becomes a lot easier. So you're going to do that. You can take this out. You don't need this. Okay, so the math behind this. I know I didn't write those numbers down anywhere, did I? Nope. Darn it. Yep. Well, I know you need 100 going one way and 200 going the other. I think this is the way I need the 200 to go. Valves. Go here. Logistics. Valves. Yep. I need 200 to go this way, and I need 100 to go this way. Yep. Okay, so I think this side is 100. Done. And this one is 200. Now, I guess I'll know later if I got it right, because I'll know. So, basically, here's what's going on. Each bank of these produces 300, right? So 5 of these spit out 60 at a time for 300. So we're going to spit out 300 gas into this one. Great. Then these guys here are going to spit out 300 gas themselves. But we don't want all 300 gas going this way. You only want 200 of it going this way. The other 100 needs to go help these 4 machines over here. Because those 4 machines plus 100 from these guys is going to help these 9 machines here do the next job, right? So this looks good. All right, so we should now be able to finish up this second phase 2 of oil. So let's plug this all in. Okay, and that takes care of all that. Now we need, you remember them crazy splitters and sorters and all the things? Yeah, that's a thing. Well, we got to deal with that. So I just got to make sure I got the right rows on the right. Oh, you forgot to finish this dude. Duh. Yep, up 1. And yes, once again, I am just raising these up by 1 just to have a walkway underneath. Trust me, it comes very convenient after when you have like multiples, like you have like a dozen of these things running all over your map and you're running around, and it's just very convenient. Okay. Now, if you really want to be really fancy, what I would do is I would actually build these higher so you could take the car or vehicles and drive down here. But I like to do my factory in phases. So like this over here was phase 1. This row here is considered to be phase 1. These 3 rows together to make the fuel is considered to be phase 2. This here is the conversion process. So this is phase 3. And then these guys here in the end of phase 4, right? So it's just the way I like to do it. So now I gotta look to see which way I've got the baskets. I think I've got these guys on the outside, right? Yup. So now you're gonna have to do merging, and you've got to merge a bunch of boxes. Nope. Yup. Because we want these containers to go right back to where they were, right? So I need 7 of these guys. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, let's get these guys done first. Okay, there's 2. Okay, there's 3. Okay, that's 4. Oh man, you totally messed that. You borked that one, dude. Okay. There you go. It's better. Okay, looks good. Okay, so that's them 7, and then those 7 will have to come out here, right? So we're going to try and, again, kind of burrow underneath these pipes because you can't do anything with these pipe areas anyway, so we might as well use them for the return lines. All right, so now we need another 7. And again, you don't need this first one because obviously you can just join it into the back of the 6 others, but thanks, Left Hand. I always appreciate it when you do stupid things. Okay, here we go. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why do I think there's like a bug on me? Like, get off me, bug. Okay, there's 7. Alright, let's come down here. There's 1, there's 2. There's 3. There's 4. There's 5. There's 6. And there's 7. Nice. How you guys doing? Aw, yeah, I like to see this, people. I like to see this. This is jammed. Okay, okay. Yes, it's jammed, but it's so jammed that I got to clean this up now. Now, it's jammed. It's jammed, but it won't be jammed for very long because as soon as these start taking off, it's going to unjam itself. So I wasn't worried about filling the whole box. You can always throw a few away if you don't need them. But it's better to fill the whole box than not have enough. I'll tell you right now. And yeah, there's like 400 in there. This is going to get messy. Boy, the amount of containers I'm going to have all over the ground here for the next... Oh, stop it. Really? 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 Look. Just do that, would you? Okay. Okay, yep. This is fine. Okay. Now I got to clean that all up. Gosh darn it. Okay, but that's... I mean, this is part of the plan, Max. It's part of the plan. Just relax. Okay. All right. I need you to go in there. Meanwhile, let's go get our other line. Oh, I took him one too far. Okay. Please don't make a box. Cool. Nope. Give me that. Okay. Is this where we want that? Yeah, we want that right down the center of that, dude. Okay. We're just gonna make the belt work. Yep, you know it. All right, and we're gonna come out here. Okay, we'll stop there. Make it all pretty like. Shove you into the box. All right. Let's rock. None of this is powered, by the way. so that sounded really cool for the 9 seconds I said it, and then realized nothing's going to happen here anyway. It doesn't matter. Yes, the boxes are all going to start flowing out here, and yes, that is what we want. But they're not really going anywhere. they're just kind of being here at the moment. So it sounded exciting, but not really exciting yet. But it's about to be exciting. Really? Did I go one too far? Yes. Okay, shooting the belt isn't going to help you, Max. Thanks, Left Hand. I always know I can count on you. Sure, do that, would ya? Okay, let's see. Really, Left Hand? Look, Left Hand, I know we're tired. You know what? Just do that. I know you're tired. I know all the things. Listen, can we now empty some of these crazy containers out of your inventory? Yes. You know what? Throw that thing away. You don't need that. I know you got a bad habit for collecting things, but you don't need that at the moment. What you got to do is get rid of a bunch of these crazy fuel cup boxes that you got laying all over the floor. Okay. Okay, take that. I suppose each of you guys got like 900. You know what? Throw the plastic away. Yeah, take that. Throw that. Yeah, take that. Yep. Well, I guess you can just take all that right now. Okay. Yeah, floating boxes, not good. Take those. Okay. Take that. All right. There's a crate right here somewhere. There it is. Give it to me. Okay, any other crates? Yeah, there's one right here. It says there's one right there. There you go. Why do I have a bunch of lights here? Well, this can't be good. What does that say? A train is waiting a usually long time at a signal. A signal occurs, an error may have happened. Well, that's not good. We'll have to go and check on that shortly. So, let's see. Where do you want to draw the power for these? All right, let's do it this way. Okay, we'll take these and let's go. Okay, now this does not solve my back 2 rows, but that's all right. We'll deal with the back 2 rows here shortly. Whoa, 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 whoa. Easy now. Easy, cowboy. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. All right. It's fine. Perfectly fine, he says. Okay, there we go. Okay, and done. So, yeah, we'll need to deal with those soon enough. So do you want to put like 2 power poles out here for him? Sure. All right. So, yeah, give me it. Give me that. Now, you 2 need power. Yes. Sure, he says. I don't really have any splitters or anything to put these ones on. I'm going to put that there for a second. Meanwhile, these guys, I really don't want to bring them on until the very last second. Where can we hook this into? Hook that into there, would you? Okay, there we go. Aluminum needs a water flush. Don't forget to drop your empties in the crate. Do I have empties? Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I will drop them into the crate. Yeah, well, the aluminum probably does need a flush, which is what we'll end the stream with. So we'll what we'll do is we'll finish getting this section 2 up and running. I mean, we've got section 2 up and running. We've got it ready to go into section 3. So I'd like to just get this powered up. And then what we'll do is we'll make the adventure over to see what's going on with them trains, because they should be working fine. And they're not. Okay, listen. They should be working just fine, and they're not. How do you want to do this? Like, I guess you could do it that way. I mean, you've got the power lines already here, so you could just do it that way, I guess. Do that. Yeah, this is okay. I was going to use these lines here to power those rows, but I'm actually kind of okay doing it this way, since those will have their own set of power lines anyway. We'll have the extra connections for them, so we can do it this way. Now, we do got to run down the back side of this and power it up, but that's fine. Okay, works for me. I'm back. How much did I miss? Not much. So, just phase 2 just about to come online, which of course is pretty crazy. Phase 2, once we get phase 2 up and running, is probably where we're going to stop, because I got 5 trains blinking icons at me saying that they're upset about something. Now, they didn't crash, thank goodness. They didn't crash, but at the same time, they are blinking cautionary icons at me saying that they're upset about a signal. So I don't know if I forgot about a signal somewhere. I wouldn't think so, but I will go and investigate that. I will investigate it. Take that power pole out. Okay, so these are all up and running, and of course these are all ready to be running. And so now we need to power line these. Now, I do have the extra power lines there for these, so we can just do that, I guess. Let's start plugging. Oh, I was going to drop them extra containers off too before these guys get all started, right? Once they start, they get excited. I will say they will. Wow, that's a really full box. Wow, these are both really full boxes. I mean, I'm proud, guys. Okay. All right. I mean, these boxes will empty out really fast. Because you got to remember, we're about to fill 14 machines, which means 14 stacks of these are about to disappear, no problem, out of each box, right? So it's perfectly fine. And then you're going to have these are going to get tied up in a bunch of these machines, and these are going to draw out even more. So you got to have enough stuff. Yes, I did. I am watching time. I actually ate later than usual. I had my snack later than usual, so as I could, just because of the heat and stuff, things are all wonky here, right? But yes, I am watching the food. Everything should be okay for at least for me to get this up and running. So let's start some gas. Yeah, let's do that. Let's take you and take you. Yep, plug in. There you go. Everybody gets going. Let's go. Okay, and we'll take you. Yep, and we'll take you. I must admit, it is really cool once you get a full oil factory up and running. Just seeing it all interconnecting, and this is only this is only half the factory. It's not even the whole factory yet. I just must admit, it is really cool to watch it go. Okay, do that. Okay, are we over on the other side now? Okay, nope, give me that. Okay, and give me this. And give me that. Nice. So, we now have water bottles going in over here. These water bottles are getting, well, they would, except that I haven't got the heavy oil residue going into them yet. Yeah, you gonna plug that part in now, Max? Sure. This actually gets really exciting because these, phase 1 and phase 2 all of a sudden start taking off here. It's all gonna jam up. It's all gonna jam up really fast, but it looks really good for about 40 seconds. Okay, there we go. We're gonna take all this junky oil. We're now shoving it into this machine, right? Yep. Look at that. And package fuel's coming going out the other end. So now it's taking all that junky oil, and it's turning it into nice fancy gas for us. You bet. Now that fancy gas is coming out here and getting turned into gas, right? And we will leave this unplugged here for now. I do have a couple of these. You know what? We'll quickly plug these in. I mean, this row isn't really going anywhere yet, but we'll plug these in. Yep. I mean, you guys might as well fill this pipe up if nothing else. Now, what's going to happen on the next episode is these two pipes are going to go out there, go down there, and go back that way. And those machines over there are going to take this real fancy gas and turn it into real fancy, plastic and rubber. By the way, Phase 1 and Phase 2, and this will answer Chi's question from earlier. This here is a very, very efficient setup for doing fuel. Okay, so even though I'm doing a rubber and plastic build here, Phase 1 and Phase 2, you can use this exact same setup for doing fuel, turbo fuel, for doing the fuel generators. And you get a lot of fuel out of these, right? You get all kinds of fuel out of these. And this is a very efficient way to get fuel. So now we're about to take this and put it into rubber and plastic. But this is a very efficient fuel way to get fuel out of it. Now, you wouldn't have to do all this, you would have to do some of this splitting and stuff like that because the generators would use so much and you'd have to, set up the pipe work properly. But doing a Phase 1 and Phase 2 of this 4-phase build works great for doing generators, gas generators. It's really nice because you get all kinds of free fuel from it, right? So much free fuel. You bet. It's so nice. So with that, it's nice to see. Look at all the little boxes moving around. Look at all the containers are moving in and out. That's awesome, right? So see how it already used like 2 rows of these up? And that's what happens, right? It just starts sucking up boxes like crazy. Now that's all going to jam up here shortly anyway. So let's take now the time to go drive over and see what's going on with my crazy trains. All right. On my way drive over, we'll also talk about videos of next week. Yeah, because I'm on vacation. You bet. But I'm not going to leave you hanging. No, I don't leave you hanging. So I have a Satisfactory video coming out, and a couple of demos, a couple of new demos. We'll have a couple of new demos in Satisfactory come out while I'm gone, and the Satisfactory build will be the build where I fix the copper lines for the copper factory, and the demos. Well, there's one there with zombies in it. It's crazy. Trains and zombies, people. Trains and zombies. It's pretty crazy. Of course, we'll have that and a few others. So there'll be all kinds of videos while I'm away to keep you guys entertained. Because hey, even while I'm on vacation, you got to have a little entertainment to torture yourself with. I don't know why you'd listen to me while I'm on vacation, but anyway, nevertheless, it's all good. At least one of the videos is going to be on Satisfactory. But we won't be continuing with the oil build until after I get back, because again, that's a really big build, right? But once we do get back and we finish that oil build, that will get oil field number 1 on the green checkbox list. You betcha, because that's all important to me, people. Green checkboxes. It's all about the checklist, and I like checklists with checkboxes. Okay, you're about to run out of gas, dude. All right, well, let's fill gas. Put gas in the car. There goes the oscillator train. Zoom. At least he's working. See, he doesn't care. He's like, whatever. I don't know what them other guys are doing. He goes, but I'm fine. I'm good. I'm like, yeah, I know you're good, right? Oh, no. How did you do that, dude? Come on. We've always taken that turn perfectly fine. That turn's always gone fine for us. Yeah, just a few machines here. It's perfectly fine. Yeah. What happens when you need 50 turbo motors? Well, you make a crazy factory. You know. So yeah, supercomputers will definitely once we have enough oil and rubber being reproduced, supercomputers, people, is where it's at next. Supercomputers. Just gonna drive down here. Now, ever since I put that copper train back online, this is the second time these trains have all gotten jammed up. Now, I thought I'd found the problem and fixed it, but maybe I didn't save it? I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. Nothing else really makes any sense. But we'll come down here, I guess. We'll find out what it is. I mean, it's just down. I mean, well, it's another, like, 100 seconds away. It's another 100 seconds to drive down here, right? We got to drive down here, take a right. You know how it is. I mean, there's some, you know, there's pipe work and there's some belt work and there's some power networks and things that go bump and, you know, stuff. There's stuff around here, people. There's lots of stuff around here that does stuff. Right? You know, because, you know, we make things here. We make a lot of things. We make a lot of crazy things. Okay, here we go. Zip. There we go. All right, we're almost there. 30 seconds away now. It's just at the top of the hill and around the right. You're running out of gas. Yeah, running out of gas in the middle of an oil field is embarrassing. Well, it turns out oil field 1, I didn't realize it at the time. Oil field 1, the original oil field 1 build, I actually stored a whole container of gas, and I didn't find it until about a week ago. So it turns out I actually have more gas kicking around. Which makes me happy, because oil field number 2, which we're about to drive into, was where I was making my gas for the car for the longest time. And when I took this all offline, of course, I was a little worried about running out of gas, because, you know, if we're not making any oil anywhere, we're not making any gas anywhere, well, then that was going to be a problem. Now, guys, so when I took oil field number 2 offline here, I was a little worried about running out of gas because I just used the rest of it up, but I did find another container full of gas. So I've got enough gas to go for a little longer yet. Now, guys, what happened? You're stopped. Okay. There's no... All right. What's your problem? You're stopped. See, it's the same intersection again. It's the same intersection one more time. What's going on here? What happened here? What's going on here? You're the culprit. What are you doing? Why are you not going? So here's the problem. This train here's the problem. What is the problem here, guys? Why is your signal red? Why do you have a red signal? Can you go now? Yeah, like, why did you have a red signal? The only thing I can think of is that the signal was too close to that other signal, and it just happened to do a double red. Anyway, alright. Fixed. I'm going to move the signal up here, just to kind of move it out of the way a little more. Really? You really don't think it's that close, do you? Oh, come on. Cut me some slack here, game. Really? You're just not happy about it, huh? You're just not going to be happy about it. Well, that stinks. Let me see. Will this signal work for now? Let's hope so. Yes, it will, but I'm not happy about it. Okay, so that train was the problem. It stopped at that signal. There was no train in front of it, so it shouldn't have stopped at that signal. I don't know. It does weird stuff with signals sometimes. It really does. Anyway, nevertheless, fixed train. No. Well, that's the thing. No, there was no reason the train crash. The only thing I can think of about why it gives me a hard time here is these two pieces of track here are pretty close together. Now, the trains don't crash, all right? But I did hear that sometimes when you have two signals that are really close to each other... Yeah, go on, get out of here. Scoot. When you have two signals that it thinks are relatively close to each other, it will short-circuit the signals. Right? So see? All right, now that's true because that train's in that block. Now see, that signal turned green again, right? And that should be a green signal. That signal should be a green signal because there's no train in that block. But every once in a while, it just does weird things, right? Like, and I think it's because this might be a little too close together in this little part here. There's not much I can... Well, I mean, I could play around with it, but I think that's the problem is what it's going to be, right? But no, there won't be a train crash because everything's awesome. I mean, that's what the Lego guy says, right? The Lego guy says everything is awesome in the world. Do. Yeah, because everything is awesome. I mean, you know, and in fact, it's so awesome that everything is being made again. Like in terms of copper, it's actually really good. So we'll just fly over here and double check that, right, guys? Yeah, look at all this stuff. Look at all the copper in here. It's beautiful. Looks awesome. Now, yes, the aluminum factory probably needs a purge or 3, right, or whatever. But I'm not going to worry about that until after I get back from vacation, I think. You know. Whoa. Get back up there, dude. Yeah, this is a good place to end the stream at. We're gonna watch trains coming through here. It's gonna be awesome. Well, we're not watching any trains come through here at the moment because they were all jammed up here and they're all now playing around in other locations. So that's the that's the aluminum train. That is a parked oil train. That's the train that just drove by us, by the way. That's aluminum sheets too. You got aluminum sheets, one down here. There's aluminum ingots too. All right. Well, trains are driving around. At least we got the problem sorted out, and at least there's enough signals here on this intersection that it will work. It'll be fine. So that's all I got to worry about. That's all I got to worry about, people. All right. With that, all the things. Push the button. No, not that one. push the right button. All right, that'll do. Hey, look at that. It's a train. We got trains working. We got stuff working. You know, it's all good in the neighborhood. So what am I going to have done? As mentioned, going on vacation next week. You know what? You should turn the train volume down. Those trains are pretty loud going across there. All right, there you go. I am on vacation next week, but there's several videos coming out. 2 demos, of course, for summertime games. And, of course, this will be coming out. There might be a third demo. There might be 3 demos. Anyway, I know I've got like 3 or 4 videos for until I get back. I won't be back until very late next week, so depending on how I feel and all this stuff, it might take me a day or so to get back up and running. But nevertheless, it is what it is, people. It is what it is. I want to thank you all for hanging out and doing all the things. Of course, a big thanks to recent subscribers and all that as their names are scrolling at the bottom of the screen and as we watch the trades go whipping back and forth, doing all the train things. Way to go, boys. Yeah, do it. Oh, look, it's a good time to do this because autosave's about to kick in. It's about to make a big mess. Of course, autosave on this map takes like 4 minutes, right? So you guys don't want to hang out for that. That's just a waste of your time. Of course, a big thanks to chat. Of course, Mr. Johnson, Julian, you betcha. Of course, Noko, I seen his name up there earlier. Of course, Chi, of course, I appreciate the stop by, the say hi, all the questions and the things. Jamie, of course, I hope it's all good on the Down Under neighborhoods. You know it. I appreciate all the chit chat and all the stuff, guys and girls. You know it. So, with that, I'm Max. This has been Satisfactory Update 8. And yeah, we're going to keep working on fixing the map. We're going to keep fixing stuff. Of course, once we get oil field number 1 into a green box, I would like to try and move ahead with trying to at least get a couple more orange boxes on there, or a couple more yellow boxes, and we'll figure it out from there. I want to thank you all very much. Thanks, Jamie. I appreciate that. I am going to try and relax for a few days. My anxiety attacks, I'm sure, will be in a terrible state, but we'll see how it goes. All right, I want to thank you all for hanging out. I'm going to go do some eating. Thanks, everybody, for hanging, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.